Hey, you guys, and welcome back to this series called Plant-Based and Back to School. All right. So, if you guys know who I am, I'm Dr. Sheila Quinn, founder and owner of the Liberated Kitchen, where I teach African American families how to beat autoimmune diseases and reverse type 2 diabetes through nutrition. So, I'm a nutritionist. And so, it's back to school time, right? And many people have been reaching out to me asking me, what do I give my kids back to school? So we started this series yesterday. So if you're watching me today, you got yesterday to go catch up on, right? But yeah, so many people ask me this question all the time, what do my kids eat? And I said yesterday, we're homeschooled, but even in being homeschooled, like you still got to eat lunch, right? And so it's just not a thing of going back to school. However, it is time that, we get our mindset around what are we eating since we are headed back to school. And when it comes to public schools or schools outside of the home, oftentimes we need meals that can withstand the cold. Because even though we may have some warm meals, some hot meals, typically they don't do too well when your child is in a classroom setting all day. Whereas if you're homeschooled, you can just kind of pull something out the fridge, throw it in the microwave, the air fryer, whatever, and just go on about your business. But we are focused today in the rest of this series. I think we're going to do about 10 videos, may do more, maybe ongoing, really not for sure, but just make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell so that you know when something new has posted. But for the most part, we're going to be sharing meals that can withstand the classroom, being in a setting where your kids don't have access to heat up their food. And this is just not for your kids, it's for you too. Because oftentimes as parents, when we are trying to eat better, we bring the kids along with us because we get tired of making separate meals. At least that's what happened for me. I must say that my kids are not 100% plant-based. When they do go out with other family members and friends and all that, hey, they do whatever. I teach them at home how to make plant-based decisions, but we can't control what our children do outside of our home. But when they're in this house, because we're not doing 2 or 3 meals, and because I understand what's better for their health, we're doing plant-based, all right? And sometimes they're anxious to get out the house so they can go eat something else, but for the most part, I will say that my children's diet is about 75% plant-based at this time. And I want to be clear, plant-based does not mean vegan. Okay, plant-based does not mean vegan. Plant-based simply means for how I teach my community of people. Plant-based simply means that 90% of your food is coming from some source of plants. So what that doesn't mean? That doesn't mean I want you out looking for bread that doesn't have any eggs in it. That doesn't mean that I want you out here, looking for salad dressings and all that doesn't have milk in it, that type of thing. I want your diet to be 90% clean. Now, if you're whole food plant-based, yeah, you are making sure everything is totally clean, and I get that. But here's what I know for sure. Many African Americans, my community, we have been struggling with trying to get away from those things that we have been conditioned to believe that we should have. And so I don't want my community to feel overwhelmed and come to a place to where they just quit and they can't keep going forward because it's just too much. That's why when I work with clients, I ease them into it and I allow them to have 10% of their diet be whatever they want it to be. I just need you 90% clean. And the same rules goes for my kids. I would probably say my kids, they are more so on the 80 side than 75 because, like I said, they're home all the time with me. And that's all that's here. When we go out to eat, we're making good choices. And 9 times out of 10, it's fruit or something in the car that can hold them over till we get back home. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to be 1% clean. You should be working towards that, but allow yourself some grace and get there. And the same goes for your kids. And so today, what we are preparing is a wrap, okay, a vegetable wrap. And so this is important for my family because my kids love Subway, right? Before we made this lifestyle change, they love getting a Subway sandwich. And so, we're not doing Subway anymore. However, still want to kind of create that experience here at home. So we are doing a tofu wrap. All right, so I'm going to turn my camera around so that you can see this, and we're going to get to it. Let's do it. All right, so I've cut up everything already, and we should be good to go. Cook my tofu, all things already as well. All right, so again, like I said, I'm not looking for you to make it perfect, right? So this is just your regular wrap. I like wraps made by these, I can't remember the name, Seattle, something like that brand. But my kids like these, so this is for them, so therefore we're fixing what they like, okay? So this is just your plain 100% wheat flour, pure wheat flour, whatever. Okay, so this is the wrap. Now, again, I showed yesterday that my kids like this Premier Kitchen dressing. Okay, so we got off the Hidden Valley. We're doing this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread some dressing onto their on their tortilla, just to make it a little wet, not a lot. If they were fixing this themselves, you best believe it would be like real wet, right? So we're only doing probably about a tablespoon here. Not enough, you know, I mean, not a whole lot, just enough. Just to give it a little flavor and make it a little wet, okay? So we got that going on. Let me back up just a little bit so I can get in here. Okay, cool. So first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna put down some lettuce. Probably got too much here. Okay, put down some lettuce. And all the vegetables that your kids like. My kids like cucumbers, so I got some sliced up here. Onions, some carrots. Basically, you know, a little salad in a wrap. Tomatoes, and slices of avocado. And if you just want to stop here, you certainly can. Like, this could be it, okay? I'm bringing it up a little bit. This could be it. But we got some tofu. So we got some tofu that I've cooked in the air fryer, seasoned it up. Just a couple slices on here. Hope all this rolls up, because this is a thick wrap already, okay? And so how do we wrap? We fold in the sides. And we bring it in at the same time. Try to get everything here in the middle. Tuck and roll, okay? Tuck and roll. Could probably tuck in a little bit better on these ends, but either way, it's gonna be okay. I'm not your best rapper, but we get the picture, okay? So then we're just gonna cut this diagonally. And here we have it. We have some wraps, okay? Tofu wraps, tofu vegetable wraps. All right, and so let me wipe off my hand. And so how do we make this lunch complete? We got our container. Remember yesterday we talked about what type of bags, lunch bags work best. All right, so we got our sandwich here and our meal prep container. If you want to put these extra vegetables in, you can. Totally up to you. All right, so we have, remember when we talked about meals being balanced, we have fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and grains. So our bread, our tortilla definitely serves as the grain. We got our protein that what most people are concerned with is coming from tofu, okay? Lots of vegetables here. Again, avocado for healthy fat. My kids love avocado, and I'm a big fan of it too, healthy fat. For their fruit, we can do some cherries or whatever fruit you have in your fridge, whatever fruit your kid likes. And then for nuts, again, like I shared yesterday, sorry about that, but like I shared with you yesterday, my kids love pecans. So we have these pecans here. All right, I get a big bag of from Sam's, and just some whole grain chips to, again, try to mimic that, you know, that Subway experience. And so there we have it. This is our lunch. for day 2. All right, it could be for your child, for you, for a college student. It doesn't matter. This is a cold lunch that anyone could enjoy on a plant-based lifestyle. All right, see you guys back tomorrow. Bye.